Hello and welcome to Stage 4 of the Race Day LMP Tour event. This first race, what are they talking about? I can't send anyone off track. I mean, isn't racing all about smashing people out of your way and winning? No. That's called a bump to pass race, which is certainly not what this is supposed to be. So, be careful out there. I kind of like that we're starting from a dead stop. You can overtake a lot of people that way, but it also creates some interesting action in this particular section as we head to Eau Rouge. So you have to be careful, but fun stuff here. So here I've got a pretty clear path actually. I know he was gonna go wide a little bit, go to my left, push me to the left I should say. So I was careful there, and really not that hard to get this done. Like as you can see, I am very comfortably in second place, and I will be in first place in like, what, 3 seconds? About that. And then it's just a matter of, now I can take time and maybe push some of the limits of spa that I haven't pushed in this car yet. Because I don't know, you never know what the next level is. Like I was braking too late into that, and then I can take this pretty fast. And coming up to Pouan corner here, I don't need very much braking going into this. In fact, I probably could have been doing more just lifting heading into this corner. I didn't experiment very much with the how fast this car decelerates until the next stage. So that could alter how I would drive this car. But, ooh, I hate stepping out right there. I just hate it. After that corner, 22% of the race takes place. So when you blow that corner, you are wrecking 22% of this race. You're going to suffer for it the whole way because I lost momentum the whole way. Just like the next section. We have the chicane, and then, well, I'll finish saying that during the next race because this one is about to end. No problem getting first place here, and really not much of a problem not smashing someone out of your way. Even though that can be fun sometimes, but yes, trying to learn and trying to have fun along the way. Alright, so now we have a drafting component and also have to finish like just in 10th place, and so we'll see how far I can actually get up in the grid there. When you get these late starts like this, sometimes you can, if you really want to push your position in the race, you need to do a few different starts because it's really hard to tell where your braking point is because you don't know how bad the computer was driving for you, or I should say the AI. So I sometimes take a look at the speed. Like there was one race where it had us heading into the last corner at like 180. Well, that's really slow. But that one was more in the, in the upper 200 plus. So it wasn't too long into it where I had to hit the brakes. I'm not going to worry too much about drafting because there's so little required. I wonder if I can get to the lead. I don't know. I could do a little bit of cheating. Lawnmower this next corner, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that yet. Oopsie, stepping out. Now what do we do here? Okay, outside pass. He actually moved out of the way nicely for me. Oh, that's a nice little bot. Oh, the cars are actually stacking up nicely here. So can I get... No. Just couldn't get to the throttle. Again, I'm not doing a lot of starting and stopping and redoing stages. I'm just kind of seeing if I can push through it. I do like to finish first whenever it's attainable. Like if I'm pretty close to finishing first, oh gosh, this is getting embarrassing. I don't think I'll finish first this time because of all these mistakes. I probably should just restart, but I might just lawnmower it. Might just cheat the last chicane here and call it a day because I just don't want to have these events take forever. I'm just getting all sorts of mistakes here. Got hung up on that guy, hung up on the other guy, blah, blah, blah. Kind of a disaster of a race for me. Did I learn anything? Yes, I learned a few things, but still frustrating. Let's lawnmower. Lawnmower mode. And, oh, look at that! Well, I had to take care of the grass for the landscaper. Not the landscaper, maintenance man. And I also won the race. Well, there we go. A little bit of fun. I learned a little bit how far I can push it in some corners. And what are we doing here? Set the fastest lap while managing your engine heat. Well, those are two difficult things. What do we have here? Full lap after this. Now what you could do, you could just park it for a bit and let your engine heat really drop. But I want to try to win this race, and so I'm not going to do that. And we'll just see. Sometimes they make a stage sound like it's worrisome, like, oh, your engine's going to overheat. Sometimes they do that and it's total non-issue. You can full throttle it the whole way. But sometimes it gets really difficult, so we'll just see. This tuning setup, yeah, I'll say it. I really don't like that this event had us at Catalunya and Spa with a tuning setup that really is only meant for Le Mans and Monza, because it's like absolutely atrocious grip. In fact, I don't even like this tuning setup very much for Le Mans. Let's see here, let me think about it. Well, I guess it's only that last back section that has some more windy areas, but so I'm okay with it, I guess. But for Spa and especially for Catalunya, you want grip. So it's just, sorry guys, it's kind of a goofy event. If we were supposed to be touring all these tracks, I would have thought that actually that the tuning from the other event would have been better, because that's a more balanced tuning. Maybe not that much a grip as that one had, but gosh, I mean, oh well. But these cars are pretty grippy and not that much acceleration, so it actually makes it feel like it has more grip than it does, just because you're not ripping out of the corners as fast. For instance, what does instance mean? The Hennessy Venom F5. That car actually has decent grip, but the acceleration and speed are so over the top. Lawnmower mode. The speed and acceleration is so over the top that it makes the car feel like it has no grip at all. So sometimes the car isn't as bad as it seems. It's other factors that are making it substantially worse. Anyway, hope you get my point. So don't get me wrong, I'm having fun in this event. It's just kind of weird that it's a more niche tuning being used on all these different tracks. Okay, so here we have just go, just win, just drive, just rap. And what am I, starting in last place? So here, look at my speed there. I was like 160 heading into that corner. That's substantially slow. So not very difficult to overtake that guy. And okay, so first corner, I didn't get to this yet. So after this corner, 25% of the race will take place, especially considering that you can stay full throttle here. So if you make a mistake on the first corner, you'll be losing time this entire section. So below that first corner, you can easily lose a full second or more on other people by the time you're at the top of the hill. So a lot of times guys say, oh, how come you're faster than me on the straights? You must be cheating because you're hitting a higher top speed. Yeah, that's because I left the corner faster. I was on the throttle a fraction of a second earlier, which makes massive difference at the end of a long section. For instance, 25% of the race. So it's all about the corners, right? It's all about the corners. Once we're in a straight line in these types of cars, that's easy. Oh gosh, that's just atrocious. See, I totally blew that corner. Obviously, my speed is going to be atrocious heading into Pouhon corner, which then alters my braking point there. And so I've got to compensate for that and then hopefully be back on track here. Now, I've got a long time. I'm not worried about this race, but just trying to make the point that you have to have a good drive into the corner so you can have a good exit at the corner. So, let's rephrase this. The speed at the end of this straight that I'm on right now is all about how I entered the last corner. If I enter wrong, I will exit wrong, and that will affect my speed all the way down here. So there we go. I've said that in other videos, but I know I've got a lot of videos, and of course, I don't expect you guys to watch all my videos. I mean, that's cool, but I get it. Everyone's got busy lives and blah, 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 blah. So there you go. That's some of the stuff I learned. In my early days in this game, I used to think that so many people were cheaters. This guy's a cheater. That guy's a cheater. Oh, look, his car is faster than mine on a straight section. How did he pass me? How did his ghost pass me? He's a cheater. And as I got better, I found out that the majority of those people were not. And I mean the majority. Yes, there are people who cheat. There are people who alter their, oh gosh, I better get on here. There's this road, you can actually go full speed on that. That's the exit at pit lane road, so sometimes you can use that in a horrible mistake like I just made. So the better I got, the more I realized that cheating was nowhere near as prevalent as I thought it was. A lot of it was, I was just bad at this game. I thought it was good because I could get Group C, low Group B finishes sometimes, but I wasn't as good as I thought. So now it's very easy for me to see who's cheating and who's not. And it's even easier for people like Speed Junkie. He's one of the top time trial racers, one of the top racers there is in this game. Love Speed Junkie, wonderful racer. Hey Speed Junkie, if you're watching. I've had conversations with him sometimes about people, and sometimes because he's so good, he can pick up on people who even people who are really good but cheating to get a bit of an edge. Even then, it's not too hard to see, but it's interesting. You know, the better you get, the more you can see who is and isn't cheating. So anyways, that's why I laugh when I get people to say, oh, you're a cheater. I can tell because you're faster than me. It's like, no, you're just slow. And some of you probably had that experience too. But yes, so I used to be one of those guys. And look at this. I don't know if you know about that section. Doing what I just did definitely is of no advantage. I gave up like at least a second there, but I just thought I'd show you can have some fun. Let's do the big figure eight spin across the line. Woohoo! Well, there you go. That's going to be the last race of Stage 4. I hope you learned something or at least had some fun with me. Stage 5 will be coming up soon, and we'll see where that takes us. Better be Le Mans. Like, subscribe. See you later. Thanks for watching.